Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Hedera and Calaxy. So this has been a long-awaited launch. This is one of the biggest launches on Hedera yet, and it was a very anticipated launch from my side because I've been really focused on Calaxy forever now, since 2021, and I even did say here, like, this is a project that I have been watching since 2021, waiting patiently for its launch. I know that this is going to accelerate the push towards Web3. I don't think people really understand how big the creator economy is going to be. This is one of the most exciting launches on Hedera. The future is here. Say hello to it. And yeah, so like, this is one of the biggest launches yet, in my opinion, on Hedera, simply because of the disruption. And we do see over here from the Hbar Foundation, they said, "We're excited to announce the launch of Calaxy app and the dawn of the Web3 fueled creator economy on Hedera." Credit from the mind of the Brooklyn Nets' very own Spencer Dinwiddie. The team is coming for the $250 billion economy. We do see down here, the creator economy is one of the internet's fastest growing sectors, with an estimated 200 million creators. Despite this, creators often find themselves bound to third-party Web2 infrastructure that makes it difficult to directly monetize digital experiences created for fans. The biggest problem also in the Web2 world is that if you can get monetized, guess what? A lot of these platforms are taking upwards of 50 to 70% of the revenue. So as we really kind of look at the Web2 world, it's plagued with a lot of inefficiencies around the creator economy. And we do see, by leveraging the power of Web3 through Hedera, Calaxy redefines the market by providing creators with an end-to-end toolkit for selling a range of experiences and receiving an instant payout in USD or USDC. From video calls, exclusive fan content, and shoutouts, creators across industries can customize experiences that are backed by Hbar NFTs that are publicly verifiable on-chain and can be purchased by users with either USD or USDC. Fueled by Hbar and the Hedera token service, Calaxy reflects the breadth of utility enabled by the Hashgraph. And we do see a few things down here around Calaxy, and also a screenshot from in-app on Calaxy. So this is great. And this is a massive announcement. This is a massive launch. And I do think that this is great. And also, Calaxy itself, the token, was up about roughly 170% earlier today. So far, it has pulled back. By the time that this does go fully live, we might see a stronger pullback or maybe a stronger move. Who knows? But the token did really kind of shake things up a little bit today. Trading volume was up about over $100,000. But nonetheless, if you go back in time to a recent tweet on my Twitter, I talked a little bit about the creator economy and what's happening around blockchain. And I even said over here, and I'm quoting Citibank, they said that the next billion users and trillions of dollars in value is going to come from things like what Calaxy has done. I said the key to mass adoption is use without even knowing it. Back-end infrastructure technology, direct quote from Citibank themselves. They even outlined the steps to mass adoption and estimate that within the next 6 to 8 years, we could see this happen. They see mass adoption happening from CBDCs, tokenized assets in gaming, and social media-based payments. Well, guess what? This is social media-based payments. And this is the key to trillions of dollars in value and billions of individuals. I do think that Calaxy is such a significant innovation around this space, but it's also, I would argue, a pillar in the way that this is what the Web3 creator economy is becoming. A way that individuals can take control of not only their data, but they could also take control of their content. And I do think that that is something that needs to be mentioned, especially in today's society, where we do have social media platforms like Threads, for an example, that are truly, and I mean truly, centralized to the point where they are stealing your data, selling it to advertisers. It is a big problem. That's why I do believe in this article here, decentralizing social media. Can Web3 empower users? 100%. And I do think that that's what's really setting the bar even higher from Calaxy's side, because they are putting you in control, which is something unheard of, especially in today's society where we have these social media platforms like Threads, for an example. This is right on par with Instagram and Facebook because it's all centered around the same exact company. Meta has silenced individuals forever. And it's not even just a specific group of people. It's almost anybody that, says the wrong thing or does the wrong thing. Like, it's a big problem. So I do think that empowering the user base and allowing the creator economy to thrive, I think that that is such a huge aspect around Calaxy that needs to be noted. And also the quality, right? So the quality of Calaxy, just from this intro video, if you guys did watch it, I highly suggest you all go watch. I'm not going to play the whole thing. It's 2 minutes long, but it is a work of art. It really is. And shout out to Chad from Calaxy. He's the one that created this. And, you know, I remember getting shown this and I was just like, wow, I'm actually very, very excited for Calaxy, more now than ever before. And I really do think that the app speaks for itself. I have screenshots of the in-app variation on how it looks. It's extremely high quality. I think that is great. This was an early on screenshot. This is from July 10th. And I did say, I can't wait until the day we are utilizing platforms like Calaxy app instead of Twitter. Many aren't ready for what's coming. They are about to change the game, and they have. One of the first Hbar projects that really got me excited for what's coming, Hbarbarian, to keep a close eye out on what the Calaxy team is doing. And by the way, this is Chad, by the way. The one that I just shouted out, Chad Weston over on Twitter. Go give him a follow. Get this man to 1,000 followers if we can. That would be greatly appreciated. But they are absolutely killing the game. They really are. And also a few sort of in-app videos. I'm sure everyone is aware of Max. If you aren't, definitely go drop him a follow. But in this video, he just kind of shows what the app looks like. It's one of the cleanest apps within this space. Listen, I talk a lot about these quality projects within the space. I really focus on the projects launching within the project, meaning the projects launching on the network. Usually a lot of them, they're not this high quality. This is something game changing. It's changing the way, you know, really all of these other projects need to kind of look, because this is like the highest quality Web3 project that I've seen so far. And I think that this is very exciting. It should get you excited as well, because the creator economy is here. It's a $250 billion disruption. But also, over here, from Hbar to the moon, he did quote this and said, breaking Web3 social media platform Calaxy built for creators and fully powered by Hedera is now live. This is such an important milestone for the whole Web3 space. A dApp that feels just like Web2 but empowers creators by giving them true ownership of their accounts. Not only that, but it also is a gateway. Like I said, this is a gateway to mass adoption, and it's going to fuel the Web3 economy on Hedera. I do see, like, listen, I know that this is taking a big leap of faith in the Calaxy team and the Calaxy project, but I really do think that Calaxy could be a unicorn within the space. But I also think that it could be the future of what social media really looks like, because I do think today's world of social media is extremely lacking, but there's also a lot of problems around it, especially security, right? Security, data, monetization, like all of these are foundational to Calaxy. They are changing the way the user is in charge, right? For the longest time, the user was looked at as, you know, a product, if you will. Here, you are in charge of the product. That's a huge game changer. Now, also, we do see over here from Hbar to the moon, he's shown us a few screenshots around the NFT side of things. So we do see, hard to believe how great the Calaxy app UI is. Again, that was one of the biggest things I had noticed around Calaxy, is just like the quality of it. So many features packed just into the in-app Hedera wallet page. It is so smooth and easy to use. NFTs, Hbar tokens, USDC, buy, send, receive, mint NFTs directly, withdraw USDC to bank account. Just scratching the surface. And here you guys have what the NFT side of things looks like. You could also see the money in there. This is something extremely special. You could also see Hbar as a token, the value, the amount, and then also, you know, this is the create collection or collectible, sorry, buy crypto, send and receive, withdrawal, transactions, cards, and accounts as well. I mean, this is something game changing, like I said, and I really do think that this is much larger than what most people will kind of see. I think that this is a big step in the right direction around crypto and crypto adoption. And we do see over here from Spencer Dinwiddie himself, 5 things to know for Calaxy app's official launch. The creator economy will never be the same. Calaxy looks and feels like social media we use every day, but the tools and opportunities it brings to life literally redefine the relationship between creators and their fans. And again, like, this is really putting, you know, instead of you being the product for a lot of these social media platforms, you know, you're now no longer the product, right? Like, you are the one in charge, and you can literally create a social marketplace where you are the creator, you're in charge of your content, and you can monetize your content. It's fundamental. And Creators deserve power over their brands, likenesses, content, and more. Calaxy gives creators the power to grow and capitalize on the following they built on their own terms. Fans now have more access than ever as well. With special requests and featured experiences on Calaxy, fans can engage with their favorite creators on a whole new level, and polls allow them the chance to influence the decision-making of actual celebrities. It's crazy. And yeah, that's another thing, right? Like, you know, this puts fans in charge as well. And it's very different than like Patreon or OnlyFans or any other, you know, creator app out there. And I do think that that's where we really need to look at as well, as like the numbers behind some of those platforms. Because I'm a user of Patreon every single day, and I own a Patreon. And I think the first time that Solo actually reached out to me, he was talking to me about how I do have a Patreon and how he wants me to come over to Calaxy. And it's one thing that made me think, and I'm just like, you know, why am I using a Web 2, you know, app to monetize content or to, you know, bring fans over to, you know, another stage of content when we could have something like this? And that's what really opened my eyes to just how disruptive this is, where, you know, not only am I in charge of my content, but it also gives fans even more access and even more power as well. It truly is remarkable to see things like this being built out. And this is why I say, like, we're so damn early to the Web3 world, because there's nothing like this in the space. And we do see this is just the beginning. We're actively onboarding creators as I type this. We've got literal all-stars and iconic celebrities set to join in the coming weeks. And each of those creators can use the tools to offer experiences and content that best suit their community. Calaxy represents a massive leap forward for Web3. I completely agree. We've been talking about real-world application of incredible technology for a while now, and we finally launched a tool that lets you mint a digital collectible as easy as posting to Instagram. Calaxy is the tool people have been waiting for to reach out and actually use Web3 without even knowing that it's happening. And yes, that is such a huge way to really kind of describe it, because, you know, like I said, going back to that initial tweet for myself where we were talking about the next billion users and trillions of dollars in value, like, you know, this is back-end infrastructure technology where most people don't really realize they're using it until they actually use it. And I think that that is such a huge shift in the right direction to see mass adoption. And listen, I think that this is something that we need to really kind of look into and address, because, you know, I think that Calaxy could be a gateway for mass adoption to not only the Web3 world, but also Hedera, because this is built upon Hedera, one of the leading and major giants within this space. And I just think that this is going to really start a push in the right direction, not only around, you know, project creation as well, because Calaxy, you know, let it be known, like, Calaxy is changing the game for the creator economy and for the social media and stuff like that. But it's also changing the way that these projects will need to look and have in terms of like quality, because this quality is what we demand. Like, the Web3 world and crypto itself lacks quality. I don't need to tell you guys that. I'm sure that you are all aware of the Web3 games that have launched in the past. So this is what I like to see. And I think that's extremely special that this is launching on Hedera, and I could not be more excited about this. I really got to give, you know, a round of applause to Solo and his team over at Calaxy, because they've absolutely killed it, and, you know, they really are changing the game here. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. As always, hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. It's been Nick. Peace out, guys.